But getting back to this game that I never left.
Yes, you're going to jail, and 9 out of 10, yes, you're going to be. You know what I mean? Especially for you girls that don't got no pimp, because what a lot of you got to remember is, just like he's not the first trick that you dated, you ain't the first that he dated. So he got game too. A lot of these tricks can be around these girls, and instantly he knows that you're green. He know that you just started, or the information that you got is as if you just started. So a motherfucker know he can take advantage of you. Okay? So I'm just keeping that thing all the way 100, ladies. It's not looking too good for you. It's not looking too good for you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not meant for you to be in this lifestyle, if you know you ain't got no ministry, no chemistry in this shit, leave it alone. Don't think just because you're attractive or you got a nice ass, you got nice titties, you got a pretty ass face, that this is your place. This is the lifestyle you're supposed to be in, because it seems like everybody is doing it. And it seems like everybody is coming up. And why get an education? Why go to college? Why go to this university? Why make countless sacrifices, sleepless nights, studying, and you know what I mean? I don't need no scholarship. I can sit up there and have a relationship with Bank of America just by selling my ass. And this is the mentality that you get. And this mentality, if this is your only reason, that's why I kept asking the young man, like, why do you want to be in this lifestyle? And all he could think of was materialistic things. He just kept saying he wanted the Bentley. You can get a Bentley having a job. You can get a Bentley by having a career. You don't got to participate in the lifestyle that's contrary to the law for you to have it all. You ain't got to put yourself in danger of sitting up there losing 15 and 20 years, or the rest of the remaining of your life, for being in this lifestyle. You ain't got to do all that. You could avoid that. So I just want to sit up there, man, and wake y'all up to some game. I want these young women to actually see these videos. So yes, you're going to go to jail. I know he lied to you, baby, after he sat up there and tasted your pussy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't sit up there and licked you to the ritter, to the tutter. He didn't even sit up there and lick the dirt from under your toenails and things like that. Even the little toe that ain't got no nail on it. Hey, but check this out. Your ass is going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. And 9 out of 10, there is a possibility that you can be raped. Okay? And there is a possibility that you can be robbed. Some of you girls is putting your money, even when you go to the track or even when you in the room. Some of you girls is putting the money in the most common place where girls put money. So you got to think like this. If you putting your money in the most common places that women put their money in, you are an easy target to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I want you girls to understand this. Just because a guy is a trick, that don't mean that he's not a street guy. That don't mean that he ain't, knowledgeable of the streets. Just because he's a trick, that don't mean that he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? He's just stupid for that moment, because like I told you, when a man's dick is hard, he's brain dead. You can break him. But don't ever think that he don't have some type of game. Tricks got their little game too. And they can sense when a woman doesn't have a pimp. He can sense when she hasn't been laced right. He can sense, that she don't have no type of guidance. She ain't got no type of security. I can do anything and everything to her. So like I said, it's imperative, if you're going to be in the lifestyle, to be with a pimp. Okay? It used to actually be a time in certain cities that a woman couldn't even work if she didn't have a pimp. If the police found out that this woman didn't have a pimp, she had to go home, or she was going to jail. They was going to keep arresting her, because they wanted a man to be responsible for this woman being out here. You know what I'm saying? And in this type of lifestyle, it's too many adversities, too many difficulties, too many enemies for you to be up against. You know what I'm saying? You in a team sport. How the f you going to win by yourself? No matter how great of a player you are, you could be LeBron James, you could be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has never won a championship by himself. Joe Montana has never won a championship by himself. Wayne Gretzky has never won a championship by himself. Nolan Ryan ain't never won a championship by himself. I can go on and on and on. Even Mike Tyson, when he was at his prime, he didn't do that by himself. He had a coach. He had Customato, giving them game and things like that. You need a team. This is a team sport. It's a team effort. And some of you young women say, I'm going to be like Nicki Minaj, or I'm going to be the next Cardi B. And I'm trying to give you the reality. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to sit up there and become a statistic. You're going to f around and get killed because you're trying to change the rules of the game. You're trying to live a lie. And the game, when the truth of the game come down, when the truth of this game come down on your ass, it's going to come hard. And a lot of y'all not going to be able to stand. And that's why I'm telling you to just leave the lifestyle alone. If you know that you're a weak person, you're going to cry, you're going to break down, places like jail, you can't take places like that, just leave the game alone. Because you're going to get some young man in trouble. Because your ass can't stay in jail for 2 seconds, you're going to sit up there, you understand me, and get a young man locked up for 20 goddamn years. Okay? Yeah, because you sitting over there crying and moaning and bitching over being in jail a week or 30 days or whatever, you're going to cause 20, 30 years of his life. Some of these girls, and you young men better take heed too, some of these girls will tell on these guys and put these in prison for 20 and 30 years just so she can sit up there and get out of jail for a couple of days. Real talk. So you got to be careful of the individuals, man, that you blessing with your time. Otherwise, you're going to be doing time. That's what's going to happen. Okay? So like I told you, you're going to jail. Your ass definitely going to get. And I told your motherfucking ass, I didn't say definitely going to get, but it's a likelihood. It's a strong likelihood that you might just get. And as far as discord among your family, every family is different. But most likely, your family ain't going to with you. I done seen too many family members. I done seen too many people, associates and friends, stop sitting over there, you understand me, and with girls just because they got into the lifestyle. This is part of the consequences. So I keep saying, if you're not willing to make those sacrifices, to be in the lifestyle, to be successful in the lifestyle, leave that lifestyle alone. You better off with a job. Leave that lifestyle alone. Young woman, don't be no prostitute. Young woman, don't be no hoe. You're not built for it. It takes a special type of woman to be built for a lifestyle like that. If you know for a fact that you're not an individual that can stand under pressure and still mentally respond with the weight of the world and pressure coming from the world, and you can't mentally respond under those conditions, leave the lifestyle alone. If you know that you're going to emotionally react and you're going to throw your hands up and just say, fuck it, what do y'all want to know? If you know you that type of if you know that you that type of weak ass, stay the fuck out of the lifestyle. Leave it alone. Speaking to you women even that's 25 and 30 years old, leave it alone. Of course, these guys, they're going to tell you anything and everything because you're attractive and they think that you'll look good because your appearance, has great marketability. And they're looking at your appearance and looking at the marketability. But they're not doing the mental safari and taking an interview with you, because if they properly did that, they'll find out that even though you got the marketability, it ain't going to work because you don't got the right mentality. You ain't got the heart for the game. You're going to sit up there, you understand me, and you're going to fall. So leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Family members, loss of friends, you know what I'm saying? Also, let me also tell you young women this. There is a chance that a trick, because tricks do this with young women. You know what I mean? A lot of these young girls, they don't have game on how to conduct themselves on a date. And you do have tricks that is constantly trying to have sex with girls unprotected. He knows that this woman has been having sex with strangers all fucking week. But if she take her eye off him for 1 second, he's going to try to take that condom off and try to fuck her raw. He wants to be able to nut in her raw. Within his sick little mind, this is a greater mental and physical climax having that condom off in this particular stripper. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? There have been girls. And then I'm going to also say this. Within sexual acts that prostitutes have had with tricks, those condoms have busted. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not one of them individuals, I'm just keeping this real now. If you're not one of them individuals, you don't want the tricks nut on you. You don't want the tricks come on you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these you know what I'm saying? Some of them haven't, but a lot of them be lying, you know, saying that they don't be having sex with tricks and I didn't have to do nothing. All I had to do was talk for her. Some is telling the truth, but majority be lying. She doing anything and everything, throwing it back, letting him throw shots, having nut showers all on her face, and some more motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? No standards. But that's another video. For you young women, you know what I mean, that can't deal with situations like that, with a condom busting, you know what I'm saying? With catching in a lot of these tricks, you got to think like this. If a trick is willing to sit up there and have sex with you raw, just think about that for a minute. He's willing to have sex with you raw. He wants to have unprotected sex with you. It's for a reason. Some of these guys and women, they got the mentality of the devil. They just trying to basically wipe out as many people as they can wipe out. And they trying to sit up there and kill as many people as they can. So if he got to give you 1,000 or 2,500 or possibly 5,000 to give you that sexually transmitted disease that he has, he will do it. He will do it. So that's why any real pimp that has sincere love, you know what I mean, for his woman, he not going to allow you to have unprotected sex no matter what the price is. It could be $1 million. It can be $1 billion. He's not going to put the bankroll over your soul. I'm talking about real pimps that love hoes. Okay? Not these that's just using hoes as a come up. Not a hoe hustler. I'm talking about a real actual pimp. Pimps love hoes. Hoes love pimps. So, you know what I mean? A real pimp, if his woman calls him and say that, yeah, he want to nut at me and he got $1 million, he's not going to sit up there and tell that to sit up there and go on that date for $1 million because he's still thinking of what's best for you. And having a sexually transmitted disease, that's not what's best for you. And 9 out of 10, just to really speak some real shit, most pimps in the game is having unprotected sex with their women. I'm going to say it again. Most pimps is having unprotected sex, you know what I'm saying, with the women that they're presiding over. Okay? So, with that being said, he got sense enough not just to protect you, but to also protect himself because he's sitting over there, you understand me, that thing too. He making reservations in that too. He got an email address in that too. Okay? So not only is he protecting your big head ass, but he protecting himself as well. Okay? So a pimp ain't gonna sit up there and encourage you to have unprotected sex. Nah. He not getting down like that. So if you got an individual that's cool with you sucking and on raw, honey, I'm here to tell you, he's not a pimp. And I know that I'm going to hurt a lot of people's feelings because there's a lot of people, you know what I mean, in different areas of the game. They driving this, they got this ring and chains, and they got this, and everybody just looking past this guy actually encouraging women to have unprotected sex simply because of the materialistic things that he has. I'm here to tell you, I don't think shit of his so-called pimping. He not a pimp to me. And certain already know who the fuck I'm talking about. Not a pimp to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you do with your women, that's your business. And I'm not going to look down on you or treat you like, you know, you some outcast. Why? Because I'm not even going to get the opportunity to treat you like an outcast because you're not even going to get a chance to be around Sinful to P. Because I love hoes. I abhor. I got a hatred for guys like that. Hoe hustlers. That basically use hoes, you know what I mean? And use and letting them perform all type of sexual acts without unprotected, with no condom on. Then when been with him for a while, this is sick. Then when leaves him, she go choose up with a pimp, a real pimp, and he don't have knowledge of where she come from. And this is why it's so important to interview these women properly. That's why it's so important to be out here in the streets, because there's certain information that's vital out here that you're not going to get from the internet. You only going to get from being out there on the streets. So if you're not campaigning in the streets, if you're not with pimping in the streets, you're not going to know about simping in the streets. And there are certain bitches, they can't with me. Why they can't with you, Sin? Because if they come from certain, I expect that to already have a disease because I know he's sitting over there with a disease. So it's certain that if a say she was with such and such, the interview is over because I know what he's allowing in his home. He can't with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Going back, for you women, young women that's interested in being in a lifestyle that has been lied to, I'm going to say it over and over again because I want to get in your head. You're going to jail. Yeah, but you're going to jail. He told you that you wasn't going to jail. Simple to P told you, you're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. If he's sending you track, you're going to jail. If you're going out there horn every goddamn day, you're going to you're going to jail. Yeah, he manipulated you so he can accumulate off of you. I'm going to tell your motherfucking ass the truth because that's what the game is, the truth. Yeah, but you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And there's a strong chance that you could be. There's a strong chance that your family, friends might not with you. There's a strong chance that while having sex with a trick, a condom might bust, or while he hitting it from the back, if you allowing the trick to hit it from the back, you know what I'm saying? He could take that condom off or poke a little hole in or whatever because he trying to nut inside you. He think you so fine and gorgeous. He trying to basically have a baby with you, or maybe that's how he gets off. You know what I mean? Because trick-minded motherfuckers, you know what I mean, is the definition of sick. So, you know, that's what he wants to do. There is a possibility that this could happen. Okay? There is also a possibility that a trick could come in there in that room, or, you know, he could meet you off the track and he's high off drugs. And because this woman didn't screen him right, she doesn't know he's high off drugs. And all of a sudden, he just started acting demonic, satanic. He crazy, don't know what's going on. He throwing shit. He smacking the bitch, beating her ass. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit goes on. If you can't handle shit like that, leave the game alone. Leave the game alone. Because shit like that happens. Shit like that happens. There have been women who have actually went on dates with guys, and because of the watch that he had on, you know what I'm saying, or what he had on, the bitch thought she was going to come up on the lick, and come to find out when she got to the room, there was other motherfuckers up in there, and they beat her ass, ran a train on her. It's shit like that that has went down. You know what I mean? I'm naming so many reasons why a woman really need a pimp if she going to be in the lifestyle. A woman ain't got no goddamn business participating in a lifestyle like this if she don't have a man that's a pimp. She ain't got no damn business renegading. It's too many opponents. It's too many things against her. The odds are against you. It's not for you. It's not for you. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Also, you know, to keep the thing real with you, you don't got no friends. Ain't no friends in this. The same that's you know, smiling with you and laughing with you and shit, that'll be the same just jealous of you. That'll be the same that'll snitch on you. That'll be the same just set you up for you to get raped or killed. You know what I'm saying? This game is very cutthroat. And we got some of the best deceivers, best motherfucking Oscar Award winners, you know what I mean, actors up in this motherfucker. So if you don't know how to, like I keep saying, if you don't know how to learn and discern the character of people, this is not the lifestyle you should be participating in. Because we have a lot of people who are able to act authentic, but they are not authentic. And you will fuck around and lose your life. You understand me? Social. And then, you know, you got little that's, you know, young and naive and feeble-minded, you know what I mean? Especially white girls. A lot of white pretty girls like to hang around black girls and things like that. And that black don't give a damn about you, or vice versa. That white don't give a damn about you. You know what I mean? They always say ain't no friends in the pimping game, but, you know, ain't a lot of friends in the whole game either. Yeah, I'm giving you that real shit, this cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? That shit that you didn't hear on them DVDs and shit when it was showing you rings and chains and vehicles and all that type of shit. But they didn't tell you about these type of parts. There's so many shit. Listen, it's so many reasons, you know what I mean, why you shouldn't participate, you know what I mean, in the game if this game ain't for you. You know what I mean? that I ain't even gonna lie to you, eternity wouldn't even be a long enough time. Even after this video, I'm gonna be like, damn, I forgot this, I forgot that, I forgot this, I forgot this. I said enough, but at the same time, I'm gonna be like, man, I forgot this, I forgot that. Because it's an innumerable amount of reasons why those of you that don't have the capabilities, you don't have the heart, you shouldn't even make a start in this shit. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but fuck your life up. And when I told you guys that there are not too many men in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing, I was telling you that in reality, it really ain't too many pimps. It's a lot of young, dumbass males that's on drugs that's really getting away with murder because these young women are letting them get away with murder because they're attracted to them. I think this guy's so attractive. She's attentive to his so-called attractive appearance, and she paying for. A lot of you girls ain't even prostitutes. A lot of you girls is tricks. You're a female trick. You sitting over there paying for the tongue. You over there paying for a. He can't even sit up there and produce anything for his brain for you to go out there and obtain, you know what I'm saying, some money. It's going to be times, this is the results of not messing with a pimp. It's going to be times that you're going to be in different areas and you're going to be talking to clients who are millionaires. And you ain't going to be able to break them. You're going to walk away with $250. You're going to walk away with $500. You're going to walk away with a measly $1,000 because you ain't got no goddamn game. And you ain't going to get no game. Why? Because you ain't playing according to the rules and regulations of the game. You ain't with no pimping. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.